for more fun, are we?
Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Painful Fodder and Mindless Machines plays Minecraft, and we're doing an adventure map. I am standing in where we kind of left off last time. We keep having some audio difficulties, so you don't notice that it took longer, but we do. So anyway, yeah.
For the record, that was my audio issue.
Yes,
that was my fault.
I think it was last week too, but that's usually my fault. So I have to waste time figuring out it's not my fault, and then he just does a few little things, and boom, it's working. So yeah.
Yeah, I unplugged a secondary monitor and it immediately worked. So
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't figure you have to unplug your secondary monitor? I mean, geez, that's always the problem, right?
Those darn secondary monitors.
Yeah, that's why I play on a laptop. I only have one monitor. Okay, so we are in this, yeah, okay. I moved and you were standing there and I was walking over and you teleported. Now you're spinning around me and I'm getting dizzy. Yeah! Okay. Yeah. So, where we're at kind of is this area over here is pretty much done, I think, for decoration wise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And over here we got our pillars in, which means we have some room for some command blocks, which is awesome. We have a little secret area here, which is kind of nice. And this is a cheat way to go through, but we're also going to fill it with mobs. So if you want to go the cheat way, feel free. This is our way down. And I think we were just trying to finish up here.
Yeah, the big thing is we've got to hook up all the mechanics that both allow us to exit this stage and also spawn the enemies.
Yes. We have enemies all over the place. I thought we would just come back through and do the enemy spawning thing.
Mm-hmm.
But keeping in mind that we need places for them to spawn, like this little room here and that little area back in the secret area, and then, some of that. Unless you wanted to do the floor now, we could. I mean, I'm not against it. And then
I'd say so. If we come out to the top, which I'll just spectate out. If we punch out through the top of the pyramid, you can just TP to me if that's easiest.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was just giving you a chance to get there.
So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have them, like warp out. Once they figure out the last puzzle, they warp out, and this bridge has appeared, and the door is open.
Okay.
Kind of like this idea. So the next area starts kind of at the upper part of the next box.
Okay, that'll work. I like that. And you did this, and they can see the ocean, so they get a little less claustrophobic.
Yeah, it makes more sense that we've got this whole big open area up top, because otherwise it just felt kind of empty. Like there wasn't much to do up here.
Yeah, well, this is how you get into the first floor, or the start of you drop in here. So that was basically the first, this is, that's how you get in, because you come out, where did we come out? I'm backwards, must be over here. Okay, yeah, so we come out over here. You have your first button will be right here, whatever we do. And then you have to battle your way around and coming up here. And then you got all these things. It's like, oh, well, I can fall in here. And then that gets you started.
Yep, and I think that we basically need to make an AND gate so that we make enough switches. Once you hit all of the buttons, it then opens up the gate and the door, and that allows you to proceed. And then walking through the door then resets all of those that AND switch.
Yeah, basically what we're going to have, if you want to do that real quick, where do we want to put it?
Well, let's see. I think we have space in the walls on either side of this.
Okay.
Yeah, either left or right of the pyramid is free. There's nothing behind any of those except for some caves. So we could go left or right. We could keep the basement of the pyramid for wiring too, and not allow player access to it.
No, I kind of like the basement. How about right here? Does this work?
Let's see where you're at.
Go to the door and go left. Something like that?
Well, no, because this is going to... I mean, yeah, we could just extend this room out further, but right here would be the wall for the next room. So then all this space would be part of the next room.
Okay. We could go down.
But we could go... Well, yeah, because the room's going to drop. We're going to start at the upper part of the next room.
Yeah.
But,
or we could go on top.
But anything in here is completely free game.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
So
We just need, basically, we can do the, okay, let's see if I can remember my bars. That wasn't it. That's it. Okay. So we have a, let's see. So I'll put that there. And then we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's how many buttons we're going to have. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we could do this. Boom. Let's see, that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one. That one, and that one. Just to keep things separate, because I like to have a little extra room just in case. And then we will put X3, 4. No, X4, 3. Boom. So let's see, that will go. So 1, do, and then we will put X3, no, X2, 3, and this will go like this, and then we have, let's see, we need, so those are off, so these are on, and actually we don't need that block or that block or that block, but we do need, not that, this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we just take this and back. Okay.
So then I assume what we do here
is
we have to put blocks up to these, or in between here.
Yeah, each time you hit a button, it will place a block in one of these 4 locations. And when you do, it will turn off the torch. And if it turns off the torch, then it allows this repeater to turn off when all 4 are there. When this is off, that door can open. So we can just kind of put a block there and let's see, it's X4, 3, so we just put a block right there, and then we can do a X2, 4. We just do a little bink, and then there. There's your line for the command block, can go that way or this way, it doesn't matter. So when this gets powered, it's because you have 4 blocks. And only if you have 4 blocks.
Cool.
So
that's our AND gate.
Yep. He's on the chair.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and zip on over to the first switch. We're going to say
I assume you got your coordinates?
I don't.
Oh. Well, let me get to my X4. And we'll do glowstones because that won't work anyway. Okay. So I am going to go into F3 mode. I am going to be looking at, what am I looking at? Sea Lantern, which is right, and the coordinates are 97224 662.
Did it put a piece of dirt there?
It certainly did.
Cool. That's what we need.
So I got rid of that one. Now there should be a location on the top floor for a piece of, there should be something there for that.
Okay.
Whenever
I just tested the button, so you might see a dirt block there again.
Yep. I just keep getting rid of it.
Pesky dirt.
Yeah, dirt keeps going there. I don't know. We keep cleaning, it keeps popping up. I don't know what to tell you. That everything's dirty nowadays.
Story of my life. All right, I am ready for coordinates number 2.
Okay, 972 64 660.
6-4, huh?
No, 24 is 660. Right.
Okay.
Which one did you get? 972 24 660.
Yeah, you said Y64 originally, and I didn't think that was right.
It's not. You can place a block there if you wish, but it's not going to do anything. So that was dirt.
Yay.
I bet you can guess the next one.
Let's see. Well, I can guess the Y on the next one, I'm pretty sure.
I bet you can guess the X, the Y, and the Z. It's the only one that changed.
I don't have them stored in my console. I just wrote them and copied them into a block rather than... So I don't have a reference.
It's okay. I can tell you. That's what my job is. I tell you coordinates and you make things work. Whee! Whee!
Let's see here. Let's do it right.
Whee. By the way, in Starbound, not that we're playing Starbound here, but that one tower goes all the way to the top.
Oh, did you go to the stratosphere?
I did.
That's pretty fun.
It took a long time.
Yeah, I know. Okay, coordinates number 3.
Coordinates number 3, I'm looking at a sea lantern at 972 24
Hey.
658. That's a piece of dirt.
Confirmed.
Okay,
last one.
Do we have that button done yet?
Yep, that one is done. Now we are on to the last one.
I didn't think we had that location yet.
Well, I stuffed it into the basement.
Oh. Well, I know that's where it was going. I just didn't realize we had gotten that far. But it's okay. I'm good with it. I'm good with it, people.
All right, coordinates number 4. Go ahead when you're ready.
I am ready at 972 24 656. That's a piece of dirt.
Bam. All right, all 4 are set. That should make the circuit then for the bridge.
It would if I didn't delete all the dirt. But I did delete all the dirt. See? I knew it.
There it is.
I'm going to ignore him, though. Alrighty, so, yeah, all we got to do now is, I guess, teleport the player. Or do we want to teleport all players in a certain area? How are we going to do that?
I think all players in a radius.
Okay. Because what we can do, let me get to, let's see, which one? Okay. 9. You don't need more space. You can just kind of, well, I suppose, yeah. We just need basically boom, 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 boom. As many as you want. We can do that many.
Whoa. Whoa, I'm getting shut in.
I'm trying.
All right, so the first one is the bridge.
Okay. Do you know those coordinates?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to turn off F3 mode so people can see.
Make bridge. And I want to block. Go, that's what I wanted. So that's how to make the door.
Yeah, I need X4, 2.
Okay, so we're making the bridge, we're opening the door. And then we need to TP players.
Either that or we just kind of break them out. Where's the last button at?
Well, it's last button is whichever one they choose to hit last.
True. Okay. Yeah, we should probably TP him.
We need to have a test for that resets the bridge in the door.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Let's get the player out. And then we have to put a test for once they go through this door, put a wait cycle on it. And then that will get rid of this, plus get rid of those 4 blocks. So I'll probably work on that right now while you're doing that.
Yeah, we can have the reset plugged into exiting the room. That's probably the smartest choice. Yeah. So then the TP is going to have to be something like... let's see here. Where's that?
Let's see, there's that. So yeah, this should go down one more just to be safe.
That is those coordinates. And we are facing which direction? -90. Alright, so TP at all. Then a radius of 10 blocks to these coordinates. -90 and relative. Okay. Now that TP command isn't really going to work because it's a radius of 10. And they could be anywhere within that, within the puzzle. So radius of 100 maybe?
Sure.
It's pretty big. That might even not be enough though, because, well, I don't know. This room is... see what it says.
Well, you know they're by one of the buttons. We could TP people with a radius around the 4 buttons.
Well, maybe, but then we'd have to, the AND switch would have to be tied into that as well. I have to have another AND switch for each of the buttons.
No, we would just, if you're around a button, you would just have 4 radius teleporters. So no matter which one you're standing by, if you're doing even team play, if you're by a button, you're getting teleported. See what I mean?
Not really.
Okay, so let's say that you hit the first button last.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to teleport anybody around the 4 buttons to the door, or to the top of the pyramid anyway. I don't care if you hit the button. If you're by a button, you're getting teleported. So it doesn't matter which order you hit them, as long as all of your team is standing by a button, you're all getting teleported.
So then how do you target the buttons with the TP command without having the TP command near the button?
Well, this thing's going to do 4 teleport commands with a radius. And the location for that radius should be, because you're doing a teleport with a location, right?
Teleport targeting all players to a specific location looking towards the bridge.
Okay, so you're not doing the execute or whatever that is. Is that right? Execute?
Correct. But I could do an execute.
I was just saying 4 teleports for around the 4 buttons with a radius of 10 or 20. Something like that. So if you're around a button, whenever the last button's pressed, you're getting teleported. If you're not around a button, you have to make it there yourself.
I'm still confused on how we target the buttons, though, as far as space, because the way this works is that this particular command block, because it's got the TP command in it, it's looking at a radius of all players around that block.
Of this block, right?
Yeah, of this
but
one
if
right
you do the execute, doesn't that execute at a different location?
We can do an execute at all players within a radius of 100, but it's really ultimately going to be the same thing.
Okay,
because you can say execute and then TP, so it's going to try to target all the players, but it's targeting by a selector like at A with a radius,
So basically what you're, yeah, I get it. So you can't tell this command to execute at a certain X, Y, and Z, teleport all players at that X, Y, and Z with a radius of 20.
Exactly.
That's stupid. Not that you're stupid, the game's stupid. So in that case, you're just going to have to teleport all players within
a big radius.
Yeah. Or multiple teleports so we can hit all the areas. Basically.
Well, let's do a radius of 150, and I'd be surprised if that doesn't cover it all.
Okay, so we're going to put really need a block on this one. What don't I need on this one? Let's see. Let's do that. Okay. And we're going to save that. Okay, so there. And then we do, I think it's this way. I do believe. I think that's right. And then we do this. And then that should do that. And so let's go to 5. Okay. Do. Are you degrading? You are. Good. You're degrading really slow, which is okay. So there's that, and this is going to do bump, 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 like that. And then we'll do this. And then we'll go to this and go bump. Okay. So that's good. And Let's see here. We will go. Let's do this because we need to go bump, 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 bump. Down this way. And we will go like this. Because we need one, let's do this. Nope. That. That. Why are you killing the skellies? What did they ever do to you?
I started building the next room, and it was partially in a cave, so the mobs were just standing around like, what?
So they were giving you the stink eye. I get it.
Then being bewildered by the fill hollow command.
So down, down, down. Go over this way. Go like that, and if I do that, that connects. That's okay. Let's just reverse this then. Won't that be nice? Okay. So we will put a block, redstone, one of those, one of these, and bump, bump. Get rid of that, that, and that. So we should be able to put a button right there. That lights that up. And then we just do that. And that should kick everything off. And it does. Okay, but we may want, we can pull it off of that side. Let's do that. Let's pull it off of that side. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here is pull the signal off of this side, because what I want to do is reverse it. And that's pretty easy to do. I just put this output will go into that block. I go to my redstone save bar and I do that. So these will stay powered until they walk through, which will kick that off. These turn off, so they're all ready to fire again. Once this clock is done, hopefully they've had time to walk over the bridge and out. It's a pretty long clock, to tell you the truth. I'm thinking they're going to get anywhere, well, I could time it, but I would say close to a minute to get out of the room. And boom, that's how long it was. So that's at least a minute, I would say. I don't know. You can time it, and in the comments, go ahead and tell me how long that took. There you go. So now it's fired. It's done everything it's going to do, and they are going to stay powered. They're not going to do it again, but they'll stay powered until they walk through the door again. So I don't need that. This goes actually up here and there. And there. Okay. Now I got the other dog up here. Jeez, I'll tell you, these dogs. Okay, so there's your test 4 area up here. So we will put a, let's see, X19. So we have a command block. We have a comparator. We have one of these. So if it doesn't, it's not powered, that's fine. We will put that into So it reads it. It should kick off the whole mess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Are we putting sounds on?